Hi everybody, Bridget here with Uproar.car, your trusted advisor on all things car related, helping you save time and money while avoiding the pitfalls of the auto industry. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on social media or click here to go right to the website. Today, we're talking about simple checks to make your car last longer. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Let's get started. My next door neighbor has a 1999 American-made car that cranks perfectly every day without hesitation, and it never ceases to amaze me. So I said, I need to check with him. I want my car to last as long as his. So today, I'm giving you some simple checks to make your car last longer. Taking care of your car is a lot easier than you probably think. It's just that we're so conditioned to have other people doing it for us. Instead of waiting until the check engine light comes on, or waiting till a warning light comes on, or waiting till you have a flat tire, or waiting till the oil light comes on, start checking out your car on a regular basis. These tips I would suggest doing at least every 2 weeks. Why not? It's an easy thing to do. The first thing, this is for everyone, not just the ladies, checking your oil. Women, we can do this. It's so simple, but I do actually know a lot of men that don't know how to check their oil. It's a simple process. You want to always wait until your car is cool. Wait till your car is cool. Never do it right immediately after driving. For one, you're probably going to burn yourself. Two, it's not going to give you an accurate reading of the oil that's in the car. Oil checking the oil is a simple process. You just go, lift the hood, pull the dipstick out, wipe it clean with a paper towel, and dip it back in. Pull it out if it's low in between the ranges, and your dipstick has information on it. For those of you who have never looked at a dipstick, it has information on it. Check it and see what the level is. If it's below that level line, add you some oil. The next thing you want to check is your oil filter. Now, if your filter is dirty, it's got a lot of grime, then you should go in for an oil change. But if your oil filter looks good, simply look at your owner's manual. If you don't know for sure, look at the owner's manual. Google it. Is a lot quicker these days. And add the oil, the appropriate oil, to your oil base. And that way you won't have any problems with your engine. That's going to prolong the life of the car. Because what? The number one things are your engine and your transmission. Same thing with checking your oil. Check your transmission fluid. That needs to stay at a moderate level. And based on the type of car you have, it'll tell you how much transmission fluid should be in the reservoir at all times. So just two of the main things you should check on if you want to keep your car running at its peak performance. Another thing that you want to do to prolong the life of your car, help it to last longer, if you're not driving your car on a regular basis, I would say keep it on a battery tender. And that's just a charger. If you have a garage, you have a secure place, you can just hook it up to your battery, leave the hood open, and just leave it on a constant little charge. Because if your battery or your car is not being used, it'll start to deteriorate. So when you are ready to drive, your car won't start, you have to go get a jump, and most of the time the jump is only going to last a minimum amount of time. You're going to find yourself jumping your car every couple of days. So the thing to do is, if you know you're going to be not driving your car for a long period of time, then be sure to keep your car on a battery tender, a battery charger. And I use it all the time for motorcycles, for my cars that I'm not driving, and it does not use a lot of the utility. So if that's a concern, as your utility bill or using up the electricity, it uses a minimum amount. And this is a way to save or prolong your battery, save the life of the car. Next tip, you do not want to forget about your tires. Always check your tire. Your tire pressure is easy to check. And with modern cars now, you'll have the little symbol. It's like a U with a line. You have the little symbol in your car if your tire pressure is low. So shout out to the fancy cars, because that's one feature that I really, really love, because it helps with my tire pressure. And you know, as the seasons begin to change, your air pressure, your tires will start to lose pressure. So it's something to think about. It's something to always check on. And then a simple check, not every 2 weeks, but maybe every month or so. If you drive a lot, then you would want to check the tread of your tires. If your tires are not wearing evenly, there's a lot of smooth space on the edges, then you're probably going to need what's called an alignment to your car. That means it's not running balanced. You need to have it balanced. If your treads run out, it's just time to replace the tires. So with the proper tires, that's going to help your car to last a lot longer. Another rule I think that is awesome to make the car last longer is to follow the service schedule. Cars these days, even cars in the past, older cars, they all came with the service schedule. Now you don't even have to service your car as much as you did. It used to be like 1 year or 10,000 miles for just regular servicing. Now you can actually go up to 15, 20,000 miles on some cars with getting a service check, a full service check. So that's one thing to help your car to last longer, is to follow the service schedule. Okay. Another thing is you don't want to drive your car on a regular basis with low fuel. I say the rule of thumb, keep your car full. Every few days, I always fill my car up. It's just a habit, I think, from living in a state that experiences hurricanes or experiences flooding. I never want to be caught off guard. So, and then it protects your fuel system, your fuel pump. If there's not a lot of fuel in your car, if you're used to running it like low, less than a quart of a tank, then you're giving the opportunity for more debris and dirt to get into the fuel lines. And that's not going to be good. And that is something that is very, very expensive. That's where your warranties are going to come in. Those service warranties do cover the fuel system. So shout out to service warranties. All right. But checking your fuel line. So to avoid that, I would say keep your car full, like once a week. Even if you don't drive a lot, top it off. Just don't let the extra air and things get in there. So that's something very important. I always try to, especially to single people. You don't want to be called alone at night and having to get gas. And that's not men or women. That's to anyone. That's just a safety thing. So be sure to keep your car full. It helps your car to last longer. Another thing that I want to suggest to help your car last longer, a lot of people don't think of, if you have a stick shift car, switch gears. Don't rest your hand on the gear shift and your foot on the clutch, because what you're doing is wearing down that system. And a lot of people do this. And I didn't realize that almost everyone I know does this, because when I'm driving or riding with my friends or my family members, they've got one hand resting on the gear shift and I'm looking under there, peeking. Where's your foot? Resting on the clutch. And another thing is use your braking system to slow your car down instead of downshifting. This protects the whole gear, clutch, transmission. So that's another way to help your car to last longer. I know these are some great tips. The last tip is going to require a little work on your part. When you finish this video, you need to go out in that garage and clean it up. Get those Christmas decorations off the ground, move all of those extra water hoses. I don't know why people have more than one water hose. We have 3. Get the water hoses out of the way, clean out the garage, and put your car inside. That was one of the requirements when you saved all your money, made your investment into your beautiful home. You said, I'm going to have a 2 or 3 car garage to store my cars. So protect your investment from the elements, clean out that garage, and park your car inside. You'll protect the life of the paint, the tires, the hood, everything. Your car will be happy. You will be happy when you go out there and it's 21 years later, like my neighbor who keeps his car in the garage. 21 years later, the car still has its shine. He waxes it on a regular basis. I didn't even talk about cleaning your car and protecting it. I think that should be understood. Clean your car, wash your car, make sure to take care of it. It's your investment. The cleaner, the better you take care of it, the longer that it's going to last you. So remember, it doesn't take a whole lot to make your car last longer. You just have to get into the habit of doing it. More information, tune in right here. Till next time, drive safe and go clean out that garage.